Hello. Thanks for checking out my sepsis build, my funny Scourge sepsis build. The reason I made this build was basically I like to get really big numbers. So if you like to get, you know, really big numbers, it's pretty fun. It's more of like a setup and blow up kind of thing. I'm calling it like a blight bomb or sepsis bomb. It's a lot of fun when you get it to work, and there's a few different things about the build that can really kind of snowball into like overkill, like extreme overkill. But I like that it allows you to do that. I think it's very interesting. So I'm just gonna kind of talk about that a little bit before I get the video going. So the team is basically Scourge, Flagellant. We have Virtuoso, Jester, Deadeye, Grave Robber, and Alchemist, Plague Doctor. Alchemist, Plague Doctor, or Plague Doctor in general is just really good support, obviously, with indiscriminate science and like battlefield medicine, whatever. But basically we're just spamming blight with this. We also have emboldening vapors. This is nice because if you have a combo set up by your jester and you want to make sure your flagellant gets it, you can use mastered vapors to give him speed, so that's really nice. Deadeye Grave Robber is the best for this because when you land a crit with a damage over time move, it deals 2 more rounds, 2 more turns of that blight damage. It also gets easier resistance piercing, so it's just nice. She's basically just here to not cause any issues. Like, she has really good self-sustain. You could run lunge if you wanted to instead of like absinthe or dead of the night. And glint's nice because if you can set it up to you get a fade, and then it on mastered will ignore death's door, which is cool, which is nice. I like the Grave Robber, but for this build, she's kind of just here to spam Poison Dart. And then the Jester. Jester's really important for this because he has Encore, which is broken, as we all should know. But you can just give your turn to Flagellant if you want him to have, like, if there's a combo token already set up or something like that, or if you just really need to get that damage out. You just give your turn to the Flagellant, and he does whatever he needs to do, or pass your turn to him to do Deathless, or anything that you really need. If there's already a combo token, you want Grave Robber to get another crit in, anything like that. But basically, he's nice for managing your party stress and all the normal Jester stuff. But the best thing about him is, his movement. I really like that he can kind of help your team reposition, and everybody here has pretty lax positioning for the most part. Flagellant can do anything he can do in rank 1 and 2, and Plague Doctor 3 and 4, and then Grave Robber can kind of just move everywhere. Same thing with the Jester, so it's just nice. It's really consistent, especially if your team gets shuffled, and I hate to get shuffled, so it's nice to have that. I think everyone should hate it, it's not ideal. So having that movement is nice. And the Flagellant. So the nice thing about Scourge is you get a super powerful Deathless. You only get 3 uses, but it really helps keep momentum up, which is nice in this build because you need to be dealing as much blight damage as possible. So not having to stop to heal with Flagellant and Plague Doctor, especially Plague Doctor, who's one of your biggest sources of just blight in general, is amazing. More, pretty much standard on most Flagellant builds, I think. But the beautiful thing about Sepsis and Scourge Sepsis, whatever you want to call it, is when it's upgraded, it deals 100% of the blight damage that's left on the target all at once, and if they're comboed, then the blight doesn't go away, and it keeps taking every turn, which is really nice. But the real appeal to that is if you can time your meltdowns, or your toxic rather, it resets your cooldown, so you can actually hit 2 sepsis in a row. It's really difficult, and it's probably not going to happen very often. If you really wanted to go for something like that, you would kind of want to endure until like 9 stress or something. I don't know, then more, I guess, and then on that next turn maybe you can get sepsis. It's really hard to line up. It's not very consistent. And this build was shown off on the Obsession run because at the time of recording, or when I started the run rather, the Obsession was like a really big problem for a lot of people, but they nerfed them. So, the build still works, but now you can just taunt the Obsession and it takes care of the problem for you. So you don't really need the strategy that I used in the run, but with the nerf to Obsession, honestly, it just works better and easier because all you have to do is taunt. And it deals so much stress damage that you're probably going to get like 2 or 3 meltdowns in the fight. So the Flagellant is honestly just really, really broken in that fight specifically. It's very consistent, especially when you know what's happening. But yeah, that's the build. I appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'm going to do it in multiple parts, so this is the first part. So what do we got? Oh, it's the same quirks? I thought I reset them. I mean, it's fine. I'll take it. It doesn't really matter. Oh, that's awful. Dude, they're so bad. Why are they so... Okay, this is actually good. But it won't be good until the last spot. That's okay. They're not like
zealotry,
run ending.
Dying blight upon the soul.
So we're gonna do...
Avarice slips unseen into the catacombs of the mind.
The big fucking knife.
Has meaning.
So this is my general tip
Indeed it ever did.
for this game that I feel like a lot of people don't know, and you know, if I can kind of share that with this video, I really want to do that. And what that is how broken the bounty hunter is, but specifically in situations like this, right? My team is very blight focused. I have Plague Doctor, I have Grave Robber, and I have the Flagellant, right? And they all, at least for the purpose of this team and this build, they all deal predominantly blight damage. But if you want the best blight trinkets, you would want to go to the fodder, or the fodder, however you say it. They have a huge amount of blight resistance. It's a real pain for your team, but if you can do it, you get heavily rewarded. So where the bounty hunter comes in, okay, is you can replace one of your teammates for
There,
1 round
above the heart,
with him.
the hunter's mark.
This dude is nutty, okay? He costs 4 candles, but it's if you can afford it, especially if you don't really need candles anymore, it's really worth it. So we're gonna replace the Grave Robber for this, okay? Because she literally just exists for blight damage for this team, and she has like a little bit of utility, but it's not really like super desirable where we're going.
He will lend you his wicked talents.
So we got the Sigma male here,
For a price.
okay? And what he does is he kind of just fits in anywhere, right? He can tank, he can give combo, he can pull people, he can deal damage. He's good, which is why he's kind of expensive.
The means of mastery.
And as far as mastery goes, there's a couple key points you want to hit, but really Fade to Black is really important because it gives a combo token when you upgrade it. So combos and blinds, which is really nice. And then really you just want to be hitting like your blight inducing moves, Plague Grenade, Noxious Blast, Poison Dart. Obviously Sepsis, more is always good. Deathless is good. Any one of his, you know, for your first one is probably not a bad idea. I'm probably gonna go with Acid Rain. Acid Rain. Okay. So, again, I'm not the best at this game, but I love the idea behind this build, and I feel like
The rancid crop
it helps
grows
make it more
unchecked.
consistent. And the first thing we're going to is the
Though
boss.
decidedly inconvenient. At least we know what's coming.
We'll see how this goes. This is also, he's probably, you know, again,
Stumbling and grasping.
not the
Shadows
easiest, the
of what
first
they
thing going
once
to the
were.
boss right off the bat, but now we're just making excuses, so.
This is a den of absolute evil and wretchedness. Prepare yourself.
There's a child inside. Here's everyone's grotesque,
The
everyone's
harvest is
favorite
here.
grotesque baby.
Pity those with
I just
a
noticed, I
place
think
at
that's an
the
umbilical
table.
cord right there. So I'm gonna throw these out first.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
And I'm gonna blind the baby. This meat is actually kind of annoying. Please block the debuff. We're gonna beat the meat. I think we're gonna do this. Mark for death is just too good. Nice, okay. Nice. I did, I heard. I think we're gonna do this. I'm wondering if letting him toxic this early is a bad idea. But I've already committed, so we'll definitely.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Resist? That sucks. The victor goes to spoils. You gross motherfucker.
Lethality writ large.
Good job, crit. This thing will die eventually. Ah, he resisted the vulnerables. Oh. Oh, because he's hungry too. Yeah, they're already gonna lose a bunch of their relationship stuff. Yeah, well, that thing's dead at least. What the fuck, baby? You're going too fast.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Well, I mean, it's fine. All right. I mean, no matter where he goes, he has to get hit by something. Fire. I don't know where the fire came from. Oh, the pyromaniac. That's fine. We can heal that off. Not worth. Oh, it's at 2 turns. Why is it only 7 damage? That's fine. That's fine.
Dragged back from the brink.
But what do you want from me, bro? Yeah, I don't know what happened with it. I was under the impression that that was like their whole main goal for it was to make the single player experience and have all these like missions you do with your friends and stuff. But I don't know. They said it became like, well, I don't know. I don't really want to put words in their mouth, but it was like, and they were upfront about it. But they were basically like, they were just taking too many assets away from developing the live service of the game. like reaching out with his little baby hand and punching me. What if we
Lethality
big?
writ large.
Okay.
The enemy weakens and
7.
wanes.
Okay.
The path of
Healing back up.
exaltation need not be a lonely one.
Death's Door, nice. Not so nice, because now he's going to attack. Thank God. If the Plague Doctor died there, I was going to be really annoyed. Die from the blade. Nice! And that was, like, right off of Rip.
So
You know what I
unpleasant
mean?
in the extreme.
We just walked straight into that
This
fight.
work is noble.
If we had the Grave
necessary.
Robber instead of the Bounty Hunter, we would be fucked. And there's no dancing around that fact. Oh, this is a cache. I thought it was a hoarder for a second. I was gonna say they gave me no opportunity to
his
avoid it.
trade.
Oh, this is good. This is really good. So when he becomes toxic and he gets hit, it puts blight on the enemy. Well, this is basically like a baby version of that. Another one. Oh, healing salve. Oh. Oh, really? That's his finger? Is he missing his finger? Are you missing a finger? Is it someone else's finger? I'm trying to look at your hand, bro. Stop turning. No, it looks like he has all his fingers.
Empowered, emboldened.
I think we'll do this. Play grenade in the back. Throw up a torch here. And,
The fiend's strength
so he'll die in 2
dwindles.
turns. I'm just gonna try and use these up. So the question is, it's crazy to think that these are his base skills too. Like, I don't have really anything else for him. I think if we just let this guy die from the damage over time, that'd probably be for the best. I'm gonna pull her. Them. I don't know which one. Whoa, okay. And then they'll die from the damage over time too. That was a critical heal on the 2. That's funny. That kind of sucks, but I mean, RNG will be RNG. Oh shit. I think he's dead.
Let
Yeah.
us hope to finish this
I
quickly.
think you're dead? And we'll just use that up real quick. And he dies
A
too.
steady subtraction, an invariable result. The spoils, an artifact
What
of
the hell?
unparalleled power.
At the beginning of the stream, I was saying that I kind of wish, or not that I wish rather, but that I had gotten a bunch of pretty decent trinkets from the gotcha machine, whatever it's called, the working fields, and I was like, I had some bad quirks, so I tried to reset. They didn't get replaced because I didn't do the reset right. I don't really know how to do it. I just thought I had to get to the inn in the valley and then end the expedition, but it didn't work. So basically I lost the trinkets for no reason. But I was like, it'll kind of show that this is I can make this a consistent strategy for this act. And here I am with 1, 2, 3, 4 of the highest rarity trinkets, and I haven't even gotten out of the first area. Like, what? What the fuck? Like, I'm not doing it on purpose. Obviously, I'm not doing it on purpose, but like, yeah. I guess that's what I'm saying is streamer luck. So this is where, if I had bleed resistance, oh, that's true. Top left could be good. If I had bleed resistance, I would use it, but I don't, so. We'll see. Actually, we might be able to do it. Here, let me see what the combat. I'll do it slightly. That's probably a good spot for it. No. Oh, I see. Yeah, there's never gonna be a good spot for it, but that's fine. I'll just put it back where it was. With some games, like the Goat, like Bloodborne, it just throw it anywhere, but yeah, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm sure it bothers me more than it bothers anybody else, but that's just how it is. Bring the little guy up here. I want a hug. Come here.
Steady yourself.
So here's something really cool about the fighting these guys. The Neon Genesis Evangelions. I know how to say it. I can say it in my head. I just can't say it. I don't know why. But if you get them in either the 3rd rank or the 4th rank, they have to use this really shitty move to move forward. It makes good, yeah, all the screaming and stuff. I guess this actually isn't a bad play. And then I'll have him more. Well, we need to get rid of... Damn, I didn't think about that. We'll do this, yeah. Well, that sucks. Ooh, bleed? Aha, pop.
Agony.
Holy
by
shit.
accumulation.
Dude, you have like so much wow, that kind of sucks. That's definitely the play though. And then they healed 10. That's insane. So I need to get a stress heal off. We're gonna heal her because she's very fragile. That's some chunky damage.
Lenity, grace, small acts that drive back the darkness.
I think this makes more sense.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Ah, he lives with 1 health. I mean, I guess this thing has Death's Door. So actually, that makes it worse.
Slow dissection, an unavoidable end. This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Nice. More bleed damage, but it's whatever. They both have 0, so 0 death blow resistance. That is.
And effective.
Don't really matter which one I pick.
The past
Very
is gone.
cool.
Let it die.
That's not bad. I don't really have anything to use it with though. So. And that's how you do the fodder?
Rest tonight.
Fotor?
Under
With
the
a blight
mountains
team.
on
You make it
blinking
not a
days.
blight team for a little while if you can. And if not, honestly, it's probably best to avoid it.